Well, hello. What a palaver I had today trying to get this to go. It's not the software, it's the actual it's the desktop is that old that it's on its last legs. So how are we all? Hi Ross, I see you're here. We're kind of staying home just now. I can take these off now. We're staying home, right? Because there's stuff going on with Sturgeon, right? And that plan B that all the Sturgeonites and everything always said there was. Oh, there's a plan B. Oh, there's a plan B. What's that? She doesn't even have a plan A, never mind a plan B. Seriously, no plans at all. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Another thing, I'm going to be looking at just there's the update that she done. Okay, so the only thing, I'm not going through it all, but the thing that I kind of was, of interest to me was the fact that they're now, like say how long they need to be off. I mean, come on, how long they need to isolate? They change. I mean, they change your bloody rules as often as they change your drawers. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we'll see who's all here. Okay, who's all here before we get started. So Ross, hello, and hi Catherine. Hi Carla from Glasgow. Hi Catherine. I hope you don't like swearing because I'll be swearing. Okay, I'm trying to. My New Year's resolution was to stop swearing as much, and I broke it already. Anyway, hi Scott. Hi Louis. Hi Karen. Hi Warriors. Hi Catherine. Good evening everyone. Hi Scott. And good evening everyone. Carolina. I hope you all had a nice Christmas and New Year. I mean, I know that we've said that before, but just, what will this New Year bring, Hi, Brian. So that's what we're going to do. It's all kicked off in Kazakhstan, right? So Kazakhstan is in the middle of, I think, at one border is Russia and the other border is China. So I'm keeping an eye on that. So because it's all kicked off, and when I say kicked off, I mean really kicked off. So I've not actually got slides for that or anything because it's obviously the news is breaking all the time. So, but I want to talk about that tonight because I think it's quite significant. Okay, so a few more hellos and then we'll get started. Hi, Paul. Hello for Canada. Hi, Lynn. Good evening, Karen. Hi Alan, S&P Plan A, B, C and D, Devo Max, which leaves foreign policy, security and armed forces under the control of Westminster. This means Scotland could not have a different immigration policy to assist our skills shortage and economic prosperity, and our troops can be sent to another illegal war in the whim of the Prime Minister. I'm going to talk about that because, do you know, Alan, I thought that might wake up a few of the SNP diehards, but I doubt anything would wake them up. I mean Canada. No, I know what you mean. Hi Pauline. Hi Paula. Florida. Hi Paula. Hope you can understand my accent. Hi Natalie. What are you saying, Paul? What are you saying, Scott? Did North Korea sent a missile into the ocean today or yesterday? They've been doing that for quite a while. Is that them started again though? Hi all. Right, so we'll get started. So I want to share what she's bloody well doing, right? Okay, so let's get started. That one. Okay, so Nicola Sturgeon update. Change to CV19 isolation rules. Now there's a fucking surprise. Nicola Sturgeon has announced change to self-isolation and CV testing rules in Scotland. The First Minister told MSPs during a virtual meeting of the Scottish Parliament on Wednesday that those who test positive for CV19 can end their isolation after 7 days instead of the current 10 if they have 2 negative lateral flow tests 24 hours apart and no fever. Who the fuck's going to do them? Really? I mean, there'll be some fuckwits that will do them, don't get me wrong, but who'll do them? The second change applies to close contacts of positive cases. For those who are notified but are fully vaccinated with both first, second, and the booster dose can avoid isolation if they take a lateral flow test every day. Well, see, on the name of God, why the fuck are you getting vaccinated if they're still wanting you to take a lateral flow test every day? For fuck's sake, that in itself tells you that they've no confidence in the pricks. The pricks. For fuck's sake. And people will just, they'll wash over that. That'll not even penetrate their fucking pea brain. Oh, sorry, reading on. The First Minister also announced changes to testing protocol, with those who have a positive lateral flow test now not required to take a PCR test to confirm the results, but to isolate immediately instead. Oh, for fuck's sake, fuck off. It comes as Sturgeon told MSPs that this phase of the scary fucking flu is possibly the most challenging so far, adding that measures that have helped drive down transmission are now becoming less tolerable and causing more harm. Speaking to Parliament, the First Minister said, "We want to ensure such changes are made only when, in the view of clinical advisors, or the benefits of them outweigh the risks." Seriously? I also want to make changes in a coherent, not a piecemeal manner, given the importance of clear public understanding of what is required. For fuck's sake! How fucking... what are you talking down here now? Do we no fucking understand? Do we no understand, for fuck's sake? The First Minister said that the following changes will come into effect at midnight on Wednesday. She added, the first change to self-isolation applies to those who test positive for CV. Oh, there we go. What happened to the Omicron? What fucking happened to it? Oh, it's no working, so we're back to the CV. We're back to that. While the initial advice when someone tests positive will still be to self-isolate for 10 days, there will now be an option to end isolation after 7, as long as you, firstly, have no fever, and secondly, you record 2 negative lateral flow tests. It's one no earlier than 6 days after testing positive, and another at least 24 hours later. Who the fuck is this person to tell people to do that? Who the fuck is she? Anyway, the second change applies to the close contact of possible cases. Positive. I think it was right. Possible cases, including household contacts, who are either under the age of 18 years, 4 months, or who are older than that and fully vaccinated. Shut up! I mean, shove it up your arse. By fully V, we mean first, second booster, or third doses. Okay. So if you went out and you go like that to keep you fucking safe, why are you testing positive? Why are you testing positive? They're not working. Hello? Are you listening? They're not working. God almighty. And oh my God, some of them are wanting a 4th dose. Oh, obviously, if one of these tests is positive, self-isolation will be the required. Why, I thought you were all fucking vaxxed up to your fucking eyeballs with them, and I thought it was the, what the fuck are you getting vaccinated for then? If that's the case, what? Why? I just don't understand. Oh, Sturgeon added that anyone identified as a close contact aged over 18 and not fully V will still have to isolate the test. Shut up! I mean, listen. If they've not done that, if they've not been out and taking your fucking prick, do you think they're going to isolate for 10 days? No, they're not. Do you think they're taking a PCR test? No, they're not. They're not. They're living their fucking life and they're enjoying every fucking minute. God Almighty, she said. These changes are significant and not completely without risk. However, at this stage of the pandemic, they strike an appropriate balance between the continued importance of self-isolation in breaking the chains of transmission and reducing the disruption self-isolation causes in economy and critical services. I think we get the fucking gist. I think we get the gist. I hope you fucking heard that. I hope you've heard it because my God, wow. What do you say to that? What do you say to, well, if you have had one, two, oh sorry, better take it that way. One, because that's a bad sign over here in Scotland, right? If you've had one, if you've had two, and if you've had your booster, you have to take your lateral flow test. Because they fucking obviously don't work. They obviously don't work, for fuck's sake. Oh, good God. Oops, wait a minute. I don't want to see it again, thanks very much. I'm trying to actually stop this thing. So I'm going to see what you were saying while I was having a bloody rant about that. Oh, there we go. Here's Richard. You got subtitles, please? No, I haven't. I'm sorry, I haven't. I think you only get the subtitles if you're actually streaming for Facebook. So apologies, no subtitles. I do a little rough, but listen close. You look like my aunt. Oh my God. I pity your aunt. Imagine looking like me. Jeez, oh, poor aunt. Hello, Karen. Hi, Richard. Paul, love your accent, Karen. You just need to pay better attention. Hi, Pavko. Hi, Tina. Scott, they are getting ready for something. Do you know we were discussing that in last night's show, Scott? They're getting ready for something. They're going to pull some shite. I mean, you just know that, you know? Catherine, false positive test keeps this shite going. 2 years of idiots. Save the children. Yeah, we're very much save the children in this channel, you know, and this, you know, Chit-Chat show. Hi, Laurie. It's not about the virus. This virus is being used to see who will follow and who will stand in God's word, in God's words, to pull you away from your trust in the Lord. Yep. I've said, Laurie, it's a fight between good and evil. And I've said that I'm a woman of faith, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. It's a fight between good and evil. Hi, Joanne. Now they named a new variety. IHU. That seems to be, hi Laurie again, in the USA, say 5 days now. Yes, that seems to be, see, that's the narrative that they're all following. They always follow the same narrative, and that's the narrative they're following. That's it. They must go like this. Right, what are you doing this time? They're not following, they're not doing what they're told, so we need to do something else. That's the impression I get, you know. They're all following the same narrative, and it's falling apart. Went to Avanti G today. Wee surprise visitor didn't have his 2 books with him. Right. Wow. Alan, lateral flow tests are as reliable as sticking a cat on your ass to test forever. Now they named a new one. IHU. I'll need to keep a wee look out for that. Walking Dead. Yep. Lorraine, can you imagine what could have been done with the money? Yeah, I know. I mean, we've got children that are hungry, not only over here, in the whole fucking world. We've got children going hungry because of these absolute crazies, these absolute psychos. Right, so IHU, is that the one that's came from France, supposedly? Is that, because I'm hearing there's one being sent here for France, you know? I know lots of people who have received the mRNA that have gotten it. Do you know, that's the kind of impression I'm getting as well, Laurie, that there is a lot of people, after they take it, especially the booster. I got this severe live virus and gotten over it. And I've been around other 4 times and never gotten it. Do you know, I mean, I was the same. I'm sure I got it in, it might have been end in November, beginning December 2019. Because, I mean, usually I just fight everything off, but this kind of thing floored me. That's why I know that there is something really bad out there, right? Because it knocked me off my feet, and I was like, thank God I don't, because my other wee cat had passed away. It was before I'd got the monster, you know. And I kept saying to myself, thank God I've not got a cat, because I wouldn't be able to get up to, I mean, I had, like you know, like water and that, but I wouldn't have been, I couldn't get out of my bed. I could only get out of my bed. Who's this? Oh, hold on. I'm live on the show, hold on a minute. Hello? I'm not bad. I'm live, I'm doing a live show, so can I get your wee phone back? Alright, okay. Right. Okay. Right, see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. There we go. That was an important phone call, so I had to take it. Anyway, you all know. What was I? Do you know? I even remember to the exact time. Well, not the exact time, but the day that I got it, because it was a Wednesday. I was doing a wee writing class at the time. I was teaching creative writing, right? So I was away around to my wee class, and I met like one of my neighbours, and she had a wee dog with her, and she said she was very, very ill. And maybe you think nothing of it, and I went away and I done my wee class. And then a few days later, I just did not feel well, and it was as if all my energy was all zipped right out of me. I had no energy. I had a thumping headache. It was a headache that really, you know, and then it was like, couldn't taste anything. It was a good job. I didn't even want any food because I couldn't taste anything anyway, but it must have been about 3 weeks I was off my work, you know, 3 weeks, you know. So, I mean, there definitely is something out there, but 1, 2, and 3 injections, and they're still telling you to get, you know, hungry. So that tells you right there in that sentence that she said that you've got your first, you've got your second, and you've got your booster, but still take your lateral flow test. Well, why the fuck are we doing that if everybody's got 1, 2, and 3 things that are supposed to help that? Absolute crazy. And people still believe. Hi, Andy. For subtitles, click the 3 wee dots. For captions at the top right of your screen. Is that me, or is that me you're talking to? I don't see. We'll talk about it later. Somebody talk me through it later, right? And I'll see if I can get them on for you. Okay. Subtitles available on mobile devices. Thanks, Ross. Okay, Paul. Hi, Pauline. Even the care community know that lateral flow tests are useless. Yes, of course we do. They have to submit a PCR once a month. Government catching on to the fact that the PCR narrative bullshit is coming to the fore, i.e., it's not for the purpose they lied about. They are desperate, dishonest, sad, sorry shower of babbling idiots. All the actual factual, medical, and scientific experts are being silenced. Yeah, they certainly are, but it's all out there for everyone who cares to look. Robert Malone, Peter McCulloch, NU, two troops, no excuse for continual belief. You know, they're making it onto the main, well, not making it onto mainstream media, but I mean mainstream as in, well, I think he was in Twitter and I mean, that should tell people. If doctors and scientists are being fucking silenced, have you not got, I mean, I'm not talking to people in here because you have got brains in your head, you know, but does it not take like a genius to work out that something's fucking far wrong that they don't want to get out? Honestly. We'll take a couple more and then we'll go into the next. Vaccine is leading to the mark. Wake up, people. Yeah. Luciferius is used in the vaccine. It's like a tattoo of cells. Enjoyed my lunch. Was the Merry Dentist on? No, I don't think I didn't get to watch it. I didn't. That's why I read it there. That's why it was going off the month because that was me just reading it. You know. I mean, it's. I can't believe how fucking stupid people are. I really can't. But the Merry Dentist hasn't been on for a while because the Merry Dentist wanted to go on holiday, as far as I'm aware, as far as I heard, and wasn't on with the Omicron, as I call it. No, it's Omicron, but I call it Omicron because it's a big fucking con. Paul, you swear like my mother, love it. Hi, Maz. Right, we'll bring me Brian and then we'll go and do the next one. Problem is when you say to someone who's been triple V, they don't work. They just say they don't stop you. Yes, I've heard it many times, Brian. They don't stop you getting it if they just lessen the symptoms. To which I reply, "Who told you that? The BBC." Yep. Tell that to the people who took that and they're no longer here. Do you know Ian, who I do, like the Last Jacobite show with and the Lone Gunman? He said that back in 2020, he said that you will not know anybody or hardly anybody who've died of COVID alone, have died of COVID, right? But you will know people who have been taking this have passed away. By goodness, I'm up to 3 now. 3. Biblical, all the demons coming out. Do you know, I said, I don't know if you caught yesterday's show, Catherine, where we do a panel show on a Sunday at 8, on a Tuesday at 10, and I said it was the most eeriest thing. One of the wee, that was one of the wee, gentlemen I look at, I just make sure that they're all right. And I was coming back over for, seeing them, make sure it was okay. And I just couldn't wait to get in the house. And usually I'm kind of like, all right, I'll run to the shops. I didn't even go to the shops because the air and the atmosphere around, it was as if it was pure evil that was in it. And I go with my feelings. I go with my intuition and I go with my feelings. I could not wait to get in and lock the door and say a prayer because I thought, I just don't know, there's something not right. Something's not right, and that's what I thought, and I said it on last night's show as well. That I mean, just, they're all coming out to play, aren't they? But it's where they go, because they're all getting cleared. They're all getting cleared. Hi, Debbie. That's a Karen, you're spot on with your assessment of it being good. Yes, very much so, Natalie. Very much. I mean, like some people say, "Oh no, it's not." Yeah, where there's good, there's evil. Where there's good, there's evil. And for a long time, I thought the evil was winning. Now I think that the tide is turning. It's not turned yet, but it's starting to turn. And I'm just praying and praying and praying. And like saying to him, right, what can we do to help? Because she obviously needs help down here. But Monday, I was like, I need to get. And then obviously I'm asking Archangel Michael to come and help me go home. So it was eerie. And I don't really bother with that, Disney. I mean, I know that I'm protected and everything, but oh my God, I've never felt such. Well, I have a faced evil. I've looked evil in the eye, and I won. But it was the most evil thing. It was like surrounding. It's like, oof, let me get out of here. Anyone else joined? Do you know, Debbie? I can't remember. Somebody else asked me that. Gator, is that? I know that Donald Trump's got one coming out, but I think that was last year. I think Gator was last year. Is it any good, Debbie? Debbie, I joined this morning. Is it like Twitter? Is that what it's like? That's in France that they found a supposedly new strain. Yeah, I thought that. Sending it out, Macron's really, really making, he's making threats against those that have not taken this. I says, well, I hope he thinks so. Yeah, from France, Macron will be beheaded soon. They're pushing. Right, the French variant, Nicholas' favourite. Catherine, George Square, the 22nd, 1 p.m, please. Joint Save the Children and Anti-Corruption Scotland survivors speaking from Scotland, England, and oh wow, good. I'll take a wee note of that, right? George Square. Right, 22nd. George. 22nd. Do you know what time? 1 p.m. I've just noticed it there. Okay. Okay, that's that. I've taken that away. Right, I want to go and we'll get on to the next one. Okay. So the next one is, this will make people in Scotland who dislike Sturgeon as much as I do smile. Okay. So hold on a wee second, and we'll do this. There we are. Vote of no confidence in Nicola Sturgeon and the Scottish Government resigns Sturgeon. Okay? As resigns Sturgeon trends across social media, it has become clear that Nicola Sturgeon and her government are utterly incapable of working for the best interests of the Scottish people and Scotland. Day after day, we hear of more lucrative scandal, I can't even speak, scandals emerging from Holyrood. Be it literally ruining the futures of our children in the SQA results scandal, slandering, oh my goodness, Douglas Ross and claiming he is a racist, lying over secret meetings with Alex Salmond, the coronavirus care home scandal, the cover-up over the coronavirus breakout at Nike, the drug death scandal, the hate crime bill, the Derek Mackay scandal, or the complete silence of racist nationalists at the border calling for England to get out of Scotland. Some of it I agree with, some of it I don't, okay? So, but I'm just reading it. In the interests of all Scots, it's time for Nicola Sturgeon to do the right thing, resign, and allow a cross-party government of unity to take over to see Scotland through the dark times. I don't agree with that. No, 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 no. We do not want a cross-party. I think this might be unionist. Created after 13 years of SNP misrule. If you agree, then please sign this petition, which will be delivered to Holyrood. Scotland deserves better than a haphazard, reckless and foolish SNP administration which has literally failed lives in the pursuit of never-ending. No, that's not. They've not pursued a referendum at all, right? So it's obviously a hang me, right? So the petition was, I think it was up to 70,000 when there you go. It has 71,191 have signed, okay, so we'll go back to, some of it I don't agree with, obviously. Some of it, obviously, it's obviously the unionists, right, but some of it were on the same page, because I want it fucking going, and I want the SNP going, okay. Across party, no. What we're doing in the 25th, and I'm going to talk about that later on, okay? So, the 25th of January at Edinburgh, I've got my wee advert and my, wee trailer, and I'll let you know. I mean, people here know about it anyway, so, but all these scandals, but the Tories have got scandals, Labour's got scandals, they've all got scandals, they've all got skeletons in their closet, okay? But yes, it's time for her to go. It is time for them all to go. Not just one, the whole bloody lot of them, all over the world. Time for them all to fuck off. They've revealed themselves and who they work for. And it's no, they're working on the wrong side. The wrong side of history. They work for the bloody globalists, but they're working for some dimension that we all know who they work for. So we'll see. I think this is where it was. Debbie Young, me. Oh, obviously that's somebody talking to Debbie. Catherine. Oh, sorry, add warrior survivors, right? Graham Langmuir, I'm not posted anything yet. Okay. Ian R here is going to V called Mabor, and a V made from R-I, right, is that Risen? Right. Wow. Goodness. Hi Ian. Hi Audrey. Hi Karen, evening all. I've only had one rant just now. Lorraine. That's great, thank God folk are speaking up. Yep. Evening Paul. Had the bad dose 30 years ago, couldn't get my head off the pillow. Doctor said couldn't treat a virus. I know. Do you know, Catherine, that's exactly what they've said all along. You go to the doctor. Well, I hardly go to the doctor, right? I've got to be. My leg would need to be hanging off before. Well, it'd be the hospital, right? But every time you went, or something, it was, oh, there's a virus and we can't treat a virus. Everything was a virus. We've been speaking out for 2 years. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, sat down in a pub, no muzzle, on a bus, no. I think, absolutely, so when I was working, I had to, right? But now, well, I didn't have to, but, it was easier. I mean, I didn't all the time, right? But like when I was outside, they were wanting us to, this was the thing with the bosses were wanting us to wear the masks outside, and I thought, no, that's not a mandate for us to walk outside with a mask on. The way you go and get to hell, it's beginning to sound like dictators. So when I wear them outside, I would be thinking about. But I have started, say once one person does it, I'm on the bus, nah, And then you say to them, what's it doing? Well, it helps. No. The best one is, and it pushes my buttons and gets me all triggered, right? I'm doing this to protect you. No, you're not. You're not doing that to protect me. You're doing that because you're a wee compliant. You comply. So you're not doing that to protect me, okay? No way are you doing that to protect me. I didn't ask you to do that to protect me, did I? No, I didn't. So you don't need to protect me. I'm quite, think with myself. Well, you don't know. See these people who don't wear masks. This is the fucking voices that these people have in my mind, right? See these people who don't have masks, and you just don't have masks, and you don't take these and everything. And I says, yes, they're all still here, and they just shut up. So they do. I says, they're all still here. They're all still here. Yes, some are in hospital. Yes. But they're in hospital with their other ailments as well. And perhaps they're the ones that are in hospital because other ones aren't. And they're not here either. It's just, it's the way they're so fucking self-righteous when they do it too. And then the best one's a doctor in Twitter. Now, she's trying to save the NHS, okay, so that's why I fucking tolerate her, right? And she keeps going on and on about masks. Oh, you're a mask, I'm a doctor. I don't give two fucks if you're a doctor then. But what I do kind of have a wee kind of question is you're pushing and pushing and pushing the masks, and then you find out that you make them. And if you're not getting them away, which I doubt, I don't know, I can't prove if she's not, I've not heard if she, no, I think she sells them. But I thought, you have an ulterior motive then. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it with the kindness of your heart or you think you're helping people. To tell to other people that to wear a mask when you're selling them and you've got them and you make them, that to me is an ulterior motive. An ulterior motive. Excuse my ignorance, but who's the many dentist? Jason Leach, Maz. He's supposed to be a virologist, but we all found out right early on that he was a dentist, so we just call him the dentist. That's what we call him. So that's who he is. Hi, Ian. Debbie's answer to Jason Leach. Southside really evil. I think I know what you're talking about there, and I think I know who you're talking about. And watch Mandy Jacqueline McGurk. She's calling them out. Good. I maybe need to try and get her on the show if she would come on right enough. Because I don't know what you say. I go off my head at it because it's absolutely disgusting. I've not really used it yet. Alright, Karen. Saying it's Twitter want my phone number. I joined Gator. Instead, right? See, I joined Twitter in 2012. So, no, 2009. So, I've not asked for mine yet. The girls in support have been speaking out every week. Very informative. I wonder if she would come on the show. Is that exactly what you're talking about? Yeah, Freedom Square's report exposed Scotland and anti-corruption Scotland. Robert Sproul. I need to see if Robert will come on my show as well. 22nd of January, 1 p.m. January the 25th, 1 p.m. Is January the 25th? No, is that yours you're saying? What do we say? Is that it now? Ross. I wonder what the Tartan Tyrant and the pair are doing together. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that picture said it all. You know? There's two, I'll message you because there's two things. Well, I think I did actually message you with my thoughts on it just now until I kind of see if I can get more information. Everyone goes, yep, the Greenies will support her. Yes. Nippy, I heard, owned 5 houses. She's supposed to have one down the road for me, and I think she was supposed to be building another even nearer me. I mean, seriously, please don't come near me. I'd be too fucking angry if you were standing in the butchers or something. Don't argue the phone. Excuse me now, I've got a wee few questions for you, head. You know? Do you know, Lorraine, people were talking about the 355. I'll need to look it up and see what that is. Heard she's quite the portfolio. Oh, aye, I bet you. Keep a wee eye on time. I was in the local bank and I sat on a seat till I pulled up my ACC number and the rude manager told me I couldn't sit. Well, debated the man, then educated her on the. Was told to wait outside in the rain to find details as I couldn't sit it was empty. Chuffed to educate. See, you're like, where's your policy on how you treat your customers? How you treat your customers? Wonder what if I could, maybe even remove all my thing for the bank and go to some other bank that's going to treat me better. You know, I mean, a bank, no way. But do you know, see the sense of empowerment that these people think they have? I mean, it's the same with the schools. The same with the schools. I'm looking into the schools just now for, like saying the highlights. I did a wee special on, was it Tuesday? Was it yesterday? So, just to gather information because the schools just now are absolutely terrible. I don't know what they're getting taught. If they're getting taught anything at all. You know? Do you know, talking about what we were talking about, right? Well, some of us in here were talking about. Do you know what I heard? I came across it. I mean, see TikTok. You come across loads of things in TikTok, right? And I came across it, must have been a clip from a documentary, right? Now, years and years and years ago, I would have thought nothing of this, right? And it was about wee Betty in the palace, wee Betty. And the fact that when she goes abroad or where she goes anywhere, she takes blood with her, and she takes her own blood with her. Now I would have just thought, oh well, that's she needs her own blood and blood. She couldn't get any commoner's blood. But now I'm thinking, wow, really? What do you do with the blood, ma'am? Meaning, I think I fucking know. Alan. Hi, Petronella. Catherine heard her and Alexander's cohorts. No sure about Alex. I was all for Alba until I realised that they were just the same and putting out the same shite, you know. Sorry, Alan. The funny thing is, as they say, the mask doesn't prevent you getting it. It stops you from spreading it. Never heard so much shite laughing out loud. Do you know what else stops the spread of the disease? If you are unwell, don't go out. It really is that simple. You know, it's like everybody that's well is not to go out. Not allowed out. But the best thing was, I'm not going to this stuff for you, right? You know, like say, test, no, if you're vaccinated, if you've taken your first or second and your booster, you're still to test. And you've got idiots that'll no put two and two together. Wait a minute. But some of them are, by the way, some of them are saying, hey, hold on a minute. If we're taking one and we're taking two and we're taking the booster, why are they still getting it? Oh, because that doesn't work. Well, what the hell is it doing then? And why the hell are they so desperate? I mean, we all know why they're so desperate. I mean, we know that. But why are they so desperate to do, to have you take it? And they look at you with blank faces. And if somebody say, well, it stops you getting it. And it stops. No, they used to say, it stops you getting it. Okay. And then when it was said that it didn't stop you getting it, it stops you getting, it's mild symptoms. Well, excuse me. It was mild symptoms. 99.7% of those who got it recovered. Did you all run out to get your prick? Then no. Because you didn't fucking believe a word that those who were doing research, and it's time fucking consuming, as everybody knows on here, how time consuming doing the research is. And then you've got people that'll, sit and watch the telly. I'll say, who told you that? Well, the government. All right, and you believe the government? Yes, I believe the government. You got to believe the government. All right. So, Germany believed the government in 1930, 1930s, 1930 onwards. Was he right? Seriously? No. That's the last thing you believe. And you don't believe the mainstream media either. Because they corrupt and they warp and they tell you, like, was it 1/3 don't want or do want this? That means 2/3 do. I mean, they tell you to get to fuck. It's the way that they word things. They play on words. Where I think it was Daily Record today. Was it 1% or something? Want to lock those have not taken the prick up. Lockdown. They want to stay in the house. Okay. So this is how I would have. See if I had noticed it, earlier on, I would have said, "Oh right, so 1% or 1/3 or something of those polled are fascists." Is that what they are? They're fascists. Because that's what they did. That's what they did. I said all along that I always wondered, had I lived in Germany in the 1930s, what side of history would I have been on? Now I know without a shadow of a doubt, I would have had a hand up in the attic, try to help her and try to make sure she was alright. Without a shadow of a doubt. And then you seen a clip. It was I thought it was maybe just like a movie, right? The way, because I know how the way they write the movies, right? But this was an actual clip because it was like a old, and the poor Jews were getting taken away, and there was this wee lassie, obviously brainwashed up to her eyeballs, shouting "Dirty, dirty Jew," and I thought, this is how it's done. This is how it's done. Honestly, absolutely no. No wonder those of the Jewish faith said never again. Gator is bad. Wonder who owns Gator. They want your number for they'll unban you. What do you need your number for? Are they going to phone you? Want to get you a wee text? Hi, Jay. Pauline, I'm trying to get Mandy to a video or live, but she's one hard lady to get a hold of, currently being harassed as usual by the plods relentlessly. Mandy and Laura will be speaking on the 22nd of January in Freedom Square. Because they don't want it getting out. The last thing they want is for the public, a good, I mean, it is getting out there, don't get me wrong, but there's not enough people. Do you know, it's not even a case that it's not enough people. No, it's not enough people there. Now, we have a problem when people don't care what happens to children. That is a problem, you know, and it's a big problem. They would only care if it was theirs. It was theirs. Ross. Bridge of Allen keeps coming up again and again. Yep. Do you know, oh no, was it the Bridge of Allen or was it the Bridge of Ear? It might have been the Bridge of Ear where all the UFOs used to always go. Find? Used to always see them in the bridge, I think it was the Bridge of Ear. Catherine Mann, I can guarantee there is no love lost between Salmons and Sturgeon. She tried to jail him. Aye. I did took her name and email sent to head office asking for policies and risk assessment. Lorraine, thank God my kids are up. I'm sure by now I'd be in jail over this. If they were, do you know, it's just, sometimes you think they're better off now at school with the blinking programming that's going on, you know. I trust absolutely none of them. Saw a tunnel from Turkey to Scotland. Do you know, that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. My Wayne says she's been watching movies for weeks, better off at home. Yeah. You know, you'd be better off educating children yourself on what you want them and what they want. I was a great believer in, see, children. I used to teach children, I used to teach early, I used to teach you wee tinies. And it's not one size fits all, it never has been. And I used to always kind of see what they were interested in and kind of, you know, like to do their wee, you know, like so the wee assessments and the wee assignments around what they were interested in. Because they put their wee heart and soul into it. And then I could, you know, like observe, yeah, you can do that. You can do that, but it's just, you know, they were getting them to do like boring stuff. Boring, absolutely boring stuff. You know? To dominate local elections in May. Oh, Jesus, man. Hey, she'll not be wanting to lock down until after May. Do you know, we're fucked either way. Because if the SNP get in, we're fucked. If the Tories get in, we're fucked. If Labour get in, we're fucked. What we really need to do is all stand together as an independent. As an independent. And then engage to see what the fuck happens. What they've all been up to. Oh my God, can I see me? I don't know. Hi troops. Hope we all had a good Christmas. We're coming back even louder in 2022. Here's a list of our dates for you to keep in your diary. We need every one of you to come along and get involved in the 22nd of January, WWD Glasgow. The 5th of February, Edinburgh, 19th of February, Glasgow the 5th of March, Kirkcaldy 19th of March, Edinburgh coming soon, 22nd January, 1 p.m. Aberdeen. Right, thanks for that. He wasn't for Alba. He wasn't for Alba. Hi, Yvonne. So we're almost there. How so? Like, you must be chatting among yourself. Trouble getting on to say. Listen, I nearly never had time to do the stream because I couldn't, and it's nothing to do with the internet. It's just, it's my, my desktop. It's just, I think it's in its last legs. Had until you're controlled. Hey Karen, hey guys and gals, watching after the live, just not long gone. Hope you had a nice Christmas, Alana. What do I think about the new variant from France? It never stops. Do you know, you tried the Omicron, right? Or Omicron, as I call it. It's a great big bloody con, so it was. I know they're singing this thing for France, right? Because they've got to keep the narrative going, because whatever the fuck they've got planned, it's not came to fruition yet. It's as if, do you know what it's like? It's like a game of fucking chess, right? And they make a move and somebody else makes a move, right? And they've not got all their fucking pieces into place yet. And it seems to have speeded up. And way back, I'd heard that it was supposed to be from 2020 to 2025. They were going to unleash this slowly, but they've had to speed it fucking up for some reason. And I think it was even what even Ian said last night was, I can't remember what I was talking about there. It's had to speed up because people are waking up. That's what Ian said, and I agree. They're not waking up fast enough for my liking, right enough, Yeah. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. They're talking about clamping down on us and Jab now. Get ready to. Yes, of course they are. Of course they are. Because we're the fucking problem. Because we're not fucking brainwashed. And it doesn't look as if we're going to be brainwashed. So they're going to have to clamp down, because in Australia and New Zealand, we're not allowed to go anywhere except for shopping. Except for shopping. And how people can fucking go along with that is beyond me. Bringing in fucking fascism, communism, globalism, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? I mean, they're not hiding it anymore. They're not hiding it anymore, and these people still go about and still go along with it, Yes, they've got two loves: money and power. Money and power. I'll take a couple more. Thank God, mine awake, and only took a good year and a half. Stood up for themselves. Good. See, this is what we need the children to do, especially when the mask wearing. Tell them to sod off. What is the worst that they can do to them? I mean, they can give them what they're going to give them a punishment exercise. A few days. I mean, God Almighty, they're in and out. It's like the fucking hokey cokey with the schools. That's what it's like. They're in and they're out. They go back, somebody coughs, and they're out. It's like the hokey cokey, in, out, shake it all about. That's what it's like. And then wearing the masks for 6 hours a day? Time to tell them to sod off. But they're not, because the parents are that fucking sick as well. I mean, they're tuned to the moon too, Actually, if you think about it, I cannot believe it has taken me so long to realise that Sturgeon wants us all to have the prick because she married one. And if she had to wow. That's the best one of the night so far. That's like a lied about her or lied about her. Yep. Paul, everything we believe in has, yeah. Do you know, I think there's people waking up, right? And I mean, I've been doing this road. I mean, I'm still relatively new because I've only been away as if I was Sleeping Beauty, which is no chance, right? 2014, when we were going for our independence, and I got up and started campaigning because I wanted Scotland to be an independent country. And then for some strange reason, it took a wee sidestep, and I went down. You say you went down the rabbit hole, but I unplugged myself in the fucking matrix, and I could see. Do you know when you do that? Everybody that's awake would know the moment where it was as if you took a step back and you thought, what the fuck is this world? What the hell is this? And it was like, the first one was going out to work and paying fucking tax. You pay tax in your fucking job. You pay tax to the council. You pay tax in your fucking clothes. And now they're taxing the bloody pension for the elderly. Taxing everything. And then what really, really bugged me, and really, it was like, they would be spending their tax on weapons of mass fucking destruction, on wars, and then that fucking war criminal is going to be Sir Tony Blair. I mean that absolutely went pear-shaped for them. I mean, they're so fucking evil that they're just going to make him thing with. And the highest fucking honour. Aye, no wonder look at all that fucking sacrifice he did. And do you know, see when you look at him now, it's as if, the pure evil. Honestly. Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Did he? No. Well, we know he didn't. Honestly. The biggest problem we have is what they're doing to the children. And it has to stop. And we have to expose it. Yep. Okay. Oh, was it Bonnie Bridge? Is that what it was? I thought it was somewhere. Aye. Ian, well, people have had to raise more because I've seen what they want to kill all people only fought because I had an illness and tricked by our government as always. Yeah, Ian. Yep. Tricked. You only needed one and then you only needed another. And now they're talking about a fourth. I mean, the first three no enough for you? Is that no kind of penetrated your brain? Yeah, starting salmon all optics. You have noticed now that's all that matters. They have tricked. Yeah, they've tricked so many people. Me too, Ian. I work in healthcare but refused PCR yesterday and nurse said she could not force me. Yeah, thanked her for upholding her oath, aye. It's the scare tactics as well. And then it was you can't have your operation. This was going on. I'm not sure if it was here because I get bombarded with emails every day and I was going through them and they said they couldn't get their operation because they hadn't had this. But it's all about your health. It's all about your health. Come on now, it's all about your health. Well, okay. If something happens to me, I want your name and I want your address. Because you're the one I'm going to be suing. Because you're the one that's doing it. Okay? You know, see all those that are giving it? They have no idea what they've done. Because when this is over, and it will be over, and they're all getting fucking rounded up. Now, I might not be here. I mean, because no, with my big fucking mouth. But it will come crashing down. Because if they don't, as I said, if they don't pay in this life, they'll pay in the next. They'll pay in the next. And it's a case of when Nuremberg trials were going on, I watched a couple, like scenes the other day there. Nurses and everything were there. The high hedges had fucking escaped right enough, but I said, you just don't know what you're doing. You don't know. And it's it's a £15 an hour or something they're getting. Well, how? Really? I'll take a couple more and then I'll play my wee trailer and then we can end it for tonight until tomorrow. Scott Gov lawyers made a killing. Salmon lawyers made a killing. 600k missing. Nobody is to blame. Absolute sham. The whole puppet parliament, corruption and slaves of the highest order. Yep. They're all in it. They've all got their fucking fingers in the pies. Stealing from the people. Stealing our money that we have made. Why the fuck are we paying tax on anything? I mean, your millionaires and your fucking billionaires, they fucking get tax havens. Honestly. And then they've got, invading countries because of supposedly have weapons of mass destruction. When we fucking got one! But it's always look over, don't look at us, no, don't look what we're doing, you have to look over there, look at those people unemployed, they're taking your money, they're taking your tax money. No, you're fucking taking it. You're taking it. The people who are unemployed, they don't know occur to anybody who's always saying, oh, well, it's my taxpayer shit. No, shut the fuck up. Your tax money wouldn't pay for jack shit, okay? It pays for lovely wee holidays for these people. It pays for their expenses. The amount of expenses these people have is absolutely astronomical. And you're worried about me, like wee Chloe, who's got 2 wee children and is kind of struggling because you think that she's got your money. No. Do you not think that Chloe might have, before she had her children, might have been working? Do you think she might have a wee part-time job? It's like, as I said, the biscuit scenario, right? We got a packet of biscuits and government take the bulk of the biscuits, the bulk of them, and then they give 2 biscuits back for the workers and for those who have fallen in hard times. And by God, there's a hell of a lot of people falling in hard times now. The very people who probably would sit back and go, look at that, look at them on unemployment, looking at my taxpayers' money. They're the type of people that would have said that are now on unemployment. And you've got 2 biscuits. And they give you a biscuit and they give them a biscuit. Oh, look, they've got your biscuit. They don't deserve your biscuit. You've worked hard. You've worked hard for your biscuit. And they've got it. Excuse me. How many fucking biscuits have you taken of my biscuits that I fucking worked hard for? My wee digestives. How fucking many are you having? How fucking greedy are you on a scale of 1 to 10? What the fuck have you got in your expenses? Why are we paying for their expenses? I mean, they give what, 80,000, is it? For a salary? And they can't fucking live in that. They can't live in that. And they gave, what is it, £10 an hour or something? And it's always goes up pennies. Have you ever noticed that? Oh, we're giving a pay rise. Fuck off. Fuck off, okay? Until we're on the same fucking salary as you, because you do absolutely fuck all, except for do deals, have parties, cheese and wine parties. Who fucking paid for the cheese and wine? Who paid for it? It was us. We Betty in our palace. Who's paying for her? And all hangers on. Wow. But no, we Jeannie and we Chloe, falling in hard times. Or else the scenario I put out a couple of weeks ago, I think before Christmas, was the one where, you know, she's a widow. You know, trying her best. My mum always said a saying, and it was, therefore the grace of God go I. Wow. You know, the right, you know, pandemic that we fucking have is fucking greed. Of greedy individuals who love money. They love it. They can't get enough of it. All the fucking trouble is, it's ours. And they're coming for it. And they're going to hike up, I'll talk, I don't want to go over too much, right? They're going to hike up fucking inflation so that you can't pay for your house. You can't pay for your mortgage because they want your fucking house. They want your house, they want your car, they want everything. And as that big fat fuck says, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. No, we won't be fucking happy no owning nothing. You know what will make me happy? You owning nothing, you big fat fuck. You owning it. You owning absolutely nothing. Nothing. So I'll leave you with that Jerry thought just now. I'm going to play the wee trailer I have before I go. Share and play. Oh, I'll need to put it back. There we go. Okay, so that's it. Oh, it's still going. There we go. Okay, so 25th of January, Edinburgh, we are going to release the actual place that we're going to meet 2 days before. Okay, I know it's annoying for some people, and some people have asked, but the reason that we're just going to release the actual meeting place 2 days before is so that it doesn't get scuppered. Okay, The 25th of January in Edinburgh, if you're at Waverley Station or if you can get onto the Royal Mile, you know, you'd be round about where lights the Hangway. Anyway, we're going to enact the Declaration of Arbroath. Now, what I really need you to understand if you're going to get there, we need as many people as possible to get there, because Ian is going to enact the Declaration of Arbroath and bring back the three estates that were put into abeyance. Okay. In other words, it's going to bring back the whole fucking Parliament, and then we'll take it from there. What we're asking you to do is give Ian permission to, he can explain it better than me, right? And he probably has. He's explained it, I think it was yesterday. But what we need is your name and address, because it's a legal document that you'll be signing. So if you want this tyranny to end, this is a real chance. It's a real chance, okay? But we need you to get to Edinburgh on the 25th of January, Rabbie Burns' day, and put your name to that document. And let's put the Brave back in Scotland. And then we can take it from there. Once we need 100 people. We'd love more, we need more. We need as many of you as you can get to Edinburgh. I don't know who it was that it was a misunderstanding that it was a Skype. You can't Skype if you have to put your name to a document, your name and address to a document. That couldn't be done in Skype, so it's been a misunderstanding. Okay? It's not Skype. We have to physically get there. And I'll be there, Alex will be there, Ian will be there. So we need you. Scotland needs you. Never mind, the SNP giving you, a mandate. They've had mandate after mandate. We need this tyranny stopped. We need it stopped. And this is the legal way to do it. Okay, Ian can guide you better than me, okay? But this is what we have to do. And put the ball in their court. Because the three estates, the old, it's the old kind of way, it wasn't abolished. It was put into abeyance so it can be called back at any time. And Robert the Bruce gave us an ideal way to do it. So I'll leave you with that up, kind of a bit kind of, okay, let's try, let's see what happens. But we'll not be able to do anything if we don't turn up physically, okay? Alex and I will be standing where you can see us with the stuff, okay, so that you can sign. We know what we're asking you to do is a lot, okay, but it's the only way, because we're going to get more of the same. The tyrant's not going to stop. She's not going to stop it until we stop it for her. And it's a case of that's the way that we feel that it can be done. And I think it was it Robert Sprout? Ian had a kind of a one-to-one. I think it was Robert. It might not have been, okay. Whoever it was, he feels that that's the way to go as well. But just to reiterate, it's not Skype. Okay, we need you to go. We need you to physically get to Edinburgh. All right. And just 2 days, I think Ian said, we'll give the actual location where it's been held, okay, because we need to keep it under wraps just now. I know it's a pain because you don't know where it is, but we're trying to cover all our bases and make sure that, you know, we actually get there. Okay? So I'll leave you with that. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll have a wee look. I'm keeping a wee eye on Kazakhstan because that's obviously it's between Russia and China. I think personally, I think it's been a coup. I kind of, you know, for as in I think they're trying to poke Russia. Because it's the same kind of ammo as was done to Ukraine. Okay, because I had to look at it this morning. Anyway, I don't want to go down that route just now because I want to leave you with what we're doing on the 25th of January in Edinburgh. So get there if you can. All right, and I'll leave you with that. Bye for now.